Welcome back to the Navy Sports Magazine Show presented by Navy Federal Credit Union. And I'm now joined by one of the stars of the Navy men's swimming and diving program, Everet Andrew. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
First question for you, Everett, is you started at Loyola Academy where you starred. Biggest question about growing up at Loyola Academy, did you ever have a chance to meet Sister Jean?
Sister Jean, I did not have the chance to meet her, but I did get the opportunity to go to a couple of the Loyola basketball games where I saw her there.
Now, you did star in a different sport in the winter, and you were quite good in Chicago. What about that background allowed you to thrive as quickly as you did at the academy?
I had a really good training group back home in Chicago. Me, Luke Maurer, Rex Maurer, who are both really great D1 swimmers. Luke Maurer started at Stanford, now at USC. Rex is a star on the Texas team, and my little brother Lachlan Andrew was also at Loyola, and we all just bounced off each other and trained really hard.
Lachlan followed you over to Annapolis, Maryland. What's it like having a sibling on the team?
It's fantastic. He keeps me accountable. He keeps me motivated, and I think he just brings a lot to the team.
Now, Sis wanted to get far away from you two. She's swimming over at UCLA. What is it like growing up with such a talented background in the pool?
Pretty good. My parents, they never really put a ton of pressure on us, so I feel like they gave us a lot of like room to grow in ourselves and know that like we want to make the decision to train really hard by ourselves. I think that was a good motivator.
I know there's a lot of individual aspects when it comes into training, but was there any friendly competition amongst you three growing up?
Absolutely. I think we pushed each other to be better, and that made us successful in our personal endeavors. My little sister actually was accepted to come to the academy, and she'll probably be an athlete as well.
That's fantastic. Now, Everett, what is it about swimming for Navy that you think has really pulled you and your siblings to Annapolis?
It's not just a swim team. What we have on NMSD, it's a brotherhood, and without it, swimming is not always the most fun sport. But we are able to come to practice and knowing that like we've got our brothers, our best friends side by side, and we're able to have fun in one of the most difficult sports there is. That's why I came here. That's what I told my brother, and he immediately was down for it. Um, and that's why I think my little sister will also come here.
What is the biggest goal at the forefront of your mind as you near Patriot League championships this weekend?
We want to beat Army. We had a tough meet back in December, and we just want to finish strong and do whatever it takes to get to the wall first.
Now, you had an opportunity to swim up in Lewisburg, Pennsylvania a couple of weeks back. You get to head back there and now compete for a Patriot League championship. How does getting familiar with the pool ahead of time make you better fit to compete this weekend?
I think it was important that we had that meet. We threw on fast suits for it, and we got a chance to test out their new bulkhead, um, which was fantastic. They've got new blocks as well. So just being in the venue, I've been there before, but a lot of guys haven't been. So I think it's going to give us a competitive edge.
Everett, what has allowed you to really thrive in your 4 years at Navy, not just as a swimmer, but as a student athlete and a midshipman?
Our coaching staff, I feel like Bill Roberts is always able to bring practices that are both challenging and also they bring kind of like a mental aspect. We bring a lot of like equipment and technology into our swimming. We use flex equipment that measures heart rates, stroke counts, exertion, different types of paddles that we're using, resistance training, just keeping it fresh and new. Um, helps like motivate me to go to practice every day and improve my swimming.
As your career at Lejeune Hall starts to come to a close, what will you look back on most fondly swimming for the Naval Academy?
Just like the really fun moments I've had with my teammates. anywhere from like just going to like breakfast with them and eating a ton of food with them in King Hall, uh, to like the stupid shenanigans we would come up with on the weekends. Um, the highlight of my time at the academy has been the time that I've spent with the team.
All right, lastly, Everett, because you have a big meet coming up this weekend at PL Championships, how do you get your mind right before you get in the pool? And is there anything in particular that you need to eat before you swim?
In a similar interview 4 years ago, I said red vegetables. That has changed dramatically. I don't really know how much research there actually is in that, but really just like visualization, making sure that my mind's right, through just practicing the reps and sets of like jumping in the water and completing my swims like in my head before we get up to Pennsylvania.
Right on. Well, when you do get up there, best of luck to you, Everett. Continue to kill in the pool, and we can't wait to see what you guys do this weekend.
Thanks, Tim.